dream is seen on this night as an ancient hotel. My shadows they do tend to wander, and the ghost that live me hold each moment so dear. For time's not a thing one should squander, and they recount their sad as it runs through their head, and examine each moment for meaning. It can't be wished upon till the moment is gone. Like day disappears into evening. For here in this city of lights, this evening awakens the dreams that it might. The winter encounters the spells it will weave. The snow gently covers the ground. Christmas Eve. The dream still wanders as he was meant to be. And every year this night grows fonder of children service that's caught in this childhood ends as the world turns around. Keeping dreams on the ground, windows of frosted ice, prisming candlelight, and somehow we start to believe in the night and the dream as it cuts through the noise, with the whisper of snow as it starts to deploy, in the depths of a night that's about to begin, with the feeling of snow as it melts on your skin, that it covers the land. With the dream so intense that it turns us all to a chance innocent and watch you burn lost and could never reach me. Suddenly there to be found on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve.
That's a good song.
You know that one?
I know that one.
You did?
That was a fact story again.
And as the snow came gently down upon this world that she had found, to cover the scars the world still feels, perhaps to give it time to heal. For as men invest in money and professors in what they know, time invests in mercy, like the wizards of winter invest in snow.
Holy.
impressed, he turned their night around.
Brother, how you doing out there? Just another night in New York City. Snow comes down, looks real pretty. Don't know how, but certainly there you are. We're jamming on and playing for the bar. Inside here, the lights are low, but each song has its own glow. As it blows them through that smoky air, we just can't believe he's winning there. How old is he? Cannot say, but wait to talk. That Christmas got even once my brain has dropped, just a minute over a tree. Oh, it up is not electric blue. Are you with me so far? Just another night in New York City. Snow comes down, looks real pretty. Can't feel me, but somehow there you are, talking with strangers, sitting across the bar. All the laughing, this not smart, always crafting, building bridges nearly everywhere. Here's the wall, well it just builds a stair. Outside colors, lights that bleed. The snow is white and the colors are neat. As it just comes down like pure salvation. Yes it does. It offers all its amnesty and makes your neighbor different. By the light of that tree, it's so far electrified and blue. Y'all having a good time or what? Man, I'm having a blast. Maestro, I feel like dancing. Can you give me something to groove to? Thank you, sir. Childhood view of salvation. Perhaps that's how it was always meant to be. And the more I add up all this information, it seems it all come down in the end to you and me. That's right, dude, you and me. So you look around till you find that phone. You call your mom and everyone at home, and the bar looks on, and they start to cheer. When you talk to folks you ain't seen in years, and the snow comes down, and the children play, and the bread I got, it never goes away. And the childhood prayer should never be enough, and the night goes on till it's Caroline, sing it, girls. Caroline, yeah. Caroline, sing it. Caroline, yeah.
that there were other musicians in that crowd. And one by one, he brought them up. And the music, it got loud. The band played on and on, with no one looking at their watch. And just when you thought it could not get any more intense, they would turn it up a notch.
Oh my god, what is that?
Let me hear you get low! Museum speaks to them. What's this song?
By this time, a harder rocking club would be impossible to find. And though no one now was drinking, the owner did not seem to mind. But there was someone else in that room whose heart had not been changed. A heart that had grown so cruel and hard, you'd have thought it could never be arranged. And as the businessman exited the door, he heard someone complaining on the TV. It was the Grinch ranting against Christmas. And the businessman found that he agreed.
Christmas tinsel fairy tales, day-old stockings, and like nothing hello. What is Christmas? Could someone tell me that? What is Christmas? Surely I don't know. And everywhere these lights Who needs to call a night? Could this whole thing be planned? I do not understand this Christmas trees with colored lights underneath. They still are only trees. Do you think that one day perhaps they might find that Christmas is kind of a disease? Every year it's waiting for me, waiting for me. Every year it constantly defies. Placing strangers there before me, spreading hope and cheering me with happiness, fraternal bliss, and other Christmas lies. And there's one more thing that I have discovered that I would now like you to know. The reason for Christmas, I now realize, is an excuse to tolerate snow.
I don't even like the sound of it. Do you? Alright. Anyway, what was I? Oh, yes.
What is Christmas? Candles everywhere, a fire as of any other day. Children light them, no one seems to care. All for Christmas. Every year it returns here, and every year it's waiting for me. Why can't Christmas disappear and just pretend it never saw me? Every year I get my hopes up that it will somehow just leave. But every year I wake to find that once again it now is Christmas.
Then the girl, trying to be most discreet, followed him down the snow-covered streets. For in the dark, she had now seen the bleeding of a wounded soul. Extreme. The man was nearing a toy shop where he could hear a music box kind of sound from a miniature carousel with its miniature horses all circling faithfully around. And the little girl in the Russian-style coat followed, but could not help carefully looking inside at the horses and the knights and the trains with their lights, as she was imagining they all were alive.
My phone was playing music. My phone was playing music.
Let's say song.
I don't know.
Oh my god. That's fantastic. And back to the story again.
Then that young girl turned to chase an elusive snowflake that was determined to reach the ground when she bumped into the old businessman and nearly knocked him down. Do you have any children? The child asked the man. No, was his instant reply. And though he said it in his firmest voice, in his heart, he knew he had lied. She watched the man walk past the church, where a song seemed to reach out for him. But the man just walked right past it, and he would not let it in.
In a stable, in a manger, in that cold winter's air, in the arms of his mother, a child's lying there. In the city, in a village, though the years have gone by, the child still remains awake, a dream still grows by, and each year on this night, that child reawakens, and each year on this night, that whole thing begins, that the dream he has offered might one day be taken for the sake of our brother, for the child who's forgotten, for the dream that is still lying there. Oh, come, ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come.
I said good.
I heard you.
It's done.
In a manger, in the cold winter's air, in the arms of his mother, a child's alive there.
Okay, that's not different.
It seemed the man was not always like the man he had become. And you may have wondered how that change had happened and when it had begun. In college, he met the girl who did become his wife. And when she told him that they would soon be having a child, he knew he had the perfect life. But his wife had passed away during the delivery.
Oh.
And that was not all that was wrong. His newborn son had been cut off from oxygen, for which the doctors said was for far too long. He'd never hold a job, the doctor said. Learn to read or even talk. And it would be a miracle if he even learned to walk. He held the child in his arms, innocence in its way. But still, he had not a single doubt when he put the child down and walked away. And so the father asked to have the child placed in a state-run home. And after he had signed the papers, he went on into his life alone. And for the first time in many years, the man thought about his life, which is what we call the things we do before we fall asleep each night.
Time, standing all alone, I bled for you. I wanted to, each drop my own. Slowly they depart, but falling like dead rain, and still they fall on and on and on. Got to get back to reason. Got to get back to a reason I once knew. And this late in the seasons, one by one distractions fade from view. Soul drifting through the dark, the sympathy of night's mercy inside my heart. Is your life the same? goes on and on and on. Got to get back to reason. Got to get back to reason I once knew. And this stays in the seasons. One by one, distractions fade from you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for I don't know what. I can't see here anymore. And all my time's been taken. Is this what seems the lure of a dream? And I'm afraid to walk back through that door to find the time awakened. The night seems to care, the dreams in the air, the snow's coming down, it beckons me there, it whispers, it hopes, it holds and confides, and offers a bridge across these divides. The parts of my life I've tried to forget, but gathered its peace and carefully kept somewhere in the dark, beyond all the cold. There is a child that's part of my soul. That's part of my Got to get back to reason. Got to get back to a reason I once knew. And this late in the seasons, one by one, distractions fade from view. The only reason I have left is you.
Is me? Whoa.
I don't know.
Did you watch
So
it?
he called up the institution where he had left his son
One?
to find out if he was still there and alive, wondering if the past could be undone. The operator told him his son was still alive and had long ago learned to walk and could understand most things people said, but had never learned to talk. She said he was now living in a boarding house hotel next to the hospital way uptown. But the file says the hospital is where he spends most of his time. Then she slowly gave him that address, which he carefully wrote down. He got into a cab that took him to the hospital, where he met a nurse by the front door who told him that his son worked with infants born prematurely up on the 17th floor. Once there, he saw his son, who looked like himself when he was a younger man, rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. A trembling infant born directly into foster care. In his arms, the child did not cry, but slept to silent lullabies. And as his son rocked that newborn back and forth, until finally a dream was caught. But still at his rocking, his son faithfully kept, until that poor child's trembling had also finally left. For you see, it's this way with each of us. We all need to be held at least twice. Once upon the day we are born, and once more when we leave this life.
What child is this who lay to rest, that I now find you sleeping? Do angels keep the dreams we seek? While our hearts lie bleeding, and could this be Christ, the King, whose every breath the angels bring? Could this be the face of God, this child, the Son I once carried? What child is this who is so blessed, who changes all tomorrow? The place in tears with reborn years in hearts once dark and hollow. And could this be Christ the King, whose every breath the angels bring? Could this be the face of God, this child, the Son I once carried?
What?
Do you know this one?
What child is this? What child is this?
I don't know. Oh yeah, you're right.
Is there a wrong so great in life that undoes every good we've ever done?
What's the next song?
Is there an act so good it would undo all our wrongs? Every single one. So the son looked up and recognized it was his father who was now standing there, and gave him a smile of pure love and forgiveness, and of the past he did not care. Then the father turned and walked back across the room, which by now had lost its distance, and went to the nearest incubator,
Incubator.
where he picked up a trembling infant, and he sat in the rocking chair beside him with the life he had retrieved, and side by side together they rocked all through that lost Christmas Eve. Then the father noticed pictures belonging to his son, along with one that he had never seen before, of a little girl in a Russian-styled coat, standing with her parents in front of their store. The little girl he saw there, he now knew, was a childhood picture of his wife. But it was also a picture of the little girl he had just met earlier that night. And the father realized that those who love, death cannot divide. It only provides an extra soul to watch over us from the other side.
Dream, child, as childhood wants to do. Dream on this night will. Dream,
That's what I'm gonna sing now.
child,
Different wings.
Yeah, wing.
dream with an angel's view. Safe in your arms. Wait for me now. I will be there for you, no matter what tomorrow may bring. This I will vow. I will be there for this child with different. Dream, child, stars have been rumored to see dreams within your worn eyes, and in their arms I believe they do keep safe until you arise. Wait for me now. I will be there for you, no matter what tomorrow may bring. This I will vow. I will be there for this child with
And so, our story doesn't end exactly where it did start, in that labyrinth of mystery they call the human heart.
Human heart?
Hope never dies,
That's true.
at worst, it only sleeps, and all we surrender, Christmas safely keeps. For in the very end, the message that Christmas is always sending is that it is never too late to change any life's ending. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everyone!
It's done?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
tour right here in
It's
Toronto.
done?
This is the second to last show you guys are watching right now. And it's been a really, really, really amazing tour. We're super happy to be spending the very last day with you guys because you guys are always such an amazing crowd up here in Canada. We started touring in 1999. We came to Canada for the very first time in 2000. We played Massey Hall. Weren't you guys at that show then? Yeah. I remember it back then. I always was looking forward to playing that place. You know, we've been on the road for 25 years of touring now. 25 years of TSO touring, yeah? I thought about that the other day because the only other thing that I've done for 25 years of my life was high school. No, but seriously, we wouldn't have made it past 25 days without you guys, the TSO fans. So we thank you for these first magical 25 years on the road with the TSO. Another group of people that we thank every day, wherever we go, is each and every member, past, present, and future of your armed forces, because they protect us when we travel, they protect your lives and your freedom. So we always acknowledge that here on stage with TSO. Now, like I said, this is the second to last day of this tour. We had 6 shows in the last 3 days. We had 16 shows in the last 8 days. I'm gonna keep this short because I could go on and on and on. We could not do what we did since this tour started for 1 second if we didn't have the greatest road crew on the planet. So give our crew a huge round of applause. And that includes Mr. Dave Whitman, our sound engineer. He was here at Massey Hall Theater since day 1. Recorded every note we've ever done in the studio. Say hi, Dave! Includes Brian Hartley, our lighting designer. He designs these crazy light shows you see every single year for decades with TSO. We're gonna say hi, Brian! Like I said, once again, if I was to start naming everybody else, because I know those 2 every single day, if I was to forget any one person out of that whole entire crew, I would be leaving out somebody we couldn't do this show without. So right now, I'm gonna say we are blessed with those people, and we thank them for being our family and for giving you the greatest show to get ever singing up. So once again, for our crew. All right, so Toronto, you guys ready to meet the singers in the band? Toronto, are you ready to meet the singers? Awesome, then we're going to start with these lovely young ladies to my right. Would you please welcome back our queen of the winter night, Miss Natalia Rose. Also, welcome back from London, England, Miss Georgia Napolitano. And we can also welcome back, actually, she's going to be singing a pretty awesome song in the second half of our show. By the way, Miss Gabby Ray. Now, this next young lady, I cannot say the words welcome back. This is her very first tour with TSO, so would you please welcome the incredible Miss Kelsey Watts. Now, I can't say welcome back once again, coming from Honey Grove, Texas. And she, by the way, is going to be singing the awesome song in the second half of our show as well, Miss Kayla Reed. Now moving on to the guys here. This gentleman to my left many times. We played in Canada, we played all over the world. Me and Mr. played back there in the past, but coming up in the future with the band Sabotage. Welcome back, Mr. Zachary Stevens. And also welcome back, Big John Brink.